Diablo 4 is complete shit. It's a complete joke. No one really likes it, it has no future, and it's probably impossible to fix it at this point. And Blizzard themselves have kinda unofficially corroborated this by updating Diablo 2 and now asking officially players what else do they want to be implemented in the game. And I personally think the fact that Blizzard is actually asking and the asks they are doing seem kind of normalish is a good thing, because initially I was very afraid that they're gonna ruin Diablo 2 if they keep updating it. But currently, honestly, seems for the best. Okay, that there's things that are happening that I'm kind of okay with, and you can actually always revert to playing the Diablo 2 version before the Warlock, so that is a massive improvement also in case Blizzard do drop the ball, which I think inevitably will honestly happen. But until that point, let's enjoy ourselves. I mean, Diablo 2 is unironically the better game. Diablo 4 is a mess. Diablo 3 doesn't exist in my mind. I blanked it out. And well, let's see what's actually happening, because Blizzard did send out a player survey to Diablo 2 Resurrected players asking them what do they want to see in the game and what do they not want to see in the game. And there is a bunch of different stuff, and we're going to go over all of it. And it actually seems pretty decent. So, on this side, you choose what is the most appealing to include from a list of items, and on this side, you can choose which of these is does not sound good. Now, granted, do I trust Blizzard? Absolutely not. Listen, those losers did not activate summoning stones in Season of Discovery, which was a massive, obviously horrible idea that completely ruined a lot of experiences. And in Diablo 2. We still don't have dedicated charm slots for things. Personally, you know what I want the most in Diablo 2? Diablo 2 is one of the most amazing PvP games ever. The builds that you can make, the interaction of stats, breakpoints, and whatnot is crazy. I want a I want some kind of. The real thing I want in Diablo 2 is I want some kind of PvP thing where you can just queue up for a duel against someone. It's like best of 3 or best of 5 or whatever, and you play against people. That would be awesome. That would be so amazing. And maybe without Enigma, maybe with Enigma. It's these things. And would Holy Hammer didn't win? No. Are you fucking kidding me? Hammerdins would not win because you can have double wisps. You can have double wisps, okay? That's 40% lightning absorb, and you can all the big PvPers would just push their charms filled with either grand charms or small charms with lightning resist. 12 lightning resist, small charms, baby. Listen, Holy Fisters don't do anything. The real problem would actually be Auradins just charging around. That would be problematic. Unless you're an Amazon, I guess. But whatever, I'm just getting carried away because, again, if you do not know Diablo 2 PvP on a high level, oh my god, it is one of the best things ever. I love it so much. I have spent countless hours of PvPing in Diablo 2. It is a great experience. But then, whatever, let's get into this. The ability to reroll staff mods in the cube to change the modifiers on a rolled item. So, staff mods? I don't understand what staff mods means. Just the statistics, the from to, if there's like a chance to roll from 1 strength to +5 strength to reroll that would be not good. This is not good. Because the appeal of Diablo 2 is finding those perfect items, making those perfect items. Perfect items are a very huge rarity. Your Mara 25s and all of that stuff. That is luxury. That is supposed to be luxury. And that is supposed to be a higher tier of luxury than your typical tiers of luxury. So, if I hate the idea of re-rolling stats on items. Skill tree expansion that allows dynamic changes to existing skills. Massive. I actually would want to see it. A lot of the changes that they have done with synergies and skill trees are actually good. One of the other things that I would I have been advocating for this for years, is the ability to lock in which slots on your belt are healing potions, mana potions, and rejuice. And whenever you pass over a potion that you're missing, you pick it up and put it in the belt slot instantaneously. And another one is just to increase mana regeneration for all classes by like 300 fucking percent. Or something like that, or the mana pool by, a default 30 to 50 for everyone. Because it's ridiculous how constricted in the early and mid game a lot of classes are by just spamming mana potions. It's not a good experience. That is one of the biggest problems with Diablo, honestly, the mana problem for a lot of classes. Adding new mercenary types in Act 4. That would be pretty cool. Would love to see that, honestly. Server-wide activities where all players contribute. No, this is some retail fucking bullshit. No. If you're not clicking this as an absolute no, you are not a Diablo player. Okay, you go back to Diablo 4. Fuck off of Diablo 2. This is gonna ruin the game. This is modern Blizzard slop. Never accept it. An opinion to disable a chat entirely. Like, why the fuck would we need this? New skills added to every class to expand build options. Yes. I think there is so much potential with expanding build possibilities and whatnot. Now, granted, the Warlock is overpowered in literally every fucking aspect of the game. It's literally right there, right next to the Paladin, and levels of completely broken. So it's kind of hard to say how good Blizzard would actually be implementing this stuff, but I would love to see it. I would be for this in general. Moving on. Making previously one-off quest rewards systems repeatable. Socketing and imbuing. No, this would lower the price of circlets. A Gozu circlet is ridiculous. Socket quests are nice, but they're not. No. Imbuing, charsing, and socketing is not something that should ever be done. A solo self-mode mode with no trading or outside help. A lot of people, including myself, are doing this. I'm not playing offline, but I am playing solo, even though I'm technically online. New appearance option. No new appearance options for Portal. They're just trying to sell 60 fucking euro town portal scroll skins. Jesus Christ, massive now. Augment gear by adding a specific affix directly onto an item. This would completely break the game. And honestly, the power curve that you're actually capable of achieving at this point with all the stuff is already ridiculous. So yeah. Kind of big though on that. Removing in-game trading for item barriers without joining another player's game. This would be massive. This is effectively an auction house. Diablo 2 trading is a skill. Okay? If you have never stolen a nest because, you traded, you did an outside of the rogue's encampment trade and then teleported on it. Oh man, listen. I want this. I actually do want this. Because the reality is you need to trade, and the only way to efficiently trade is use third-party websites. Now, granted, I'm not exactly against this because I do have a lot of forum gold. So, it is what it is, boys. Listen, I was an active 10-year-old. What can I say? Adding new mercenary types into Act 4. Wait, didn't we already see that? Huh? Interesting. New NPCs in town detailed to be determined. I mean, this just sounds like some Diablo 4 shit. A new act with 6 quests continuing the story? Woo! Now, honestly, does anyone know where the story continues after the World Stone? No, not really, but hey, why not? A sixth act, very cool. Now, granted, I don't think it's pullable offable because that would kind of break the whole thing, but whatever. The ability to reroll staff mods, and we already read this. But this is worded correctly. The ability to reroll staff mods in the cube to change the modifiers on a rolled item. The fuck? Staff mods? Is there anything called staff mods? It's just pretty much prefixes, affixes, and things like that. What the fuck is a staff mod? Do they actually mean like staves as the class of item? It can be. Reduce this disparity between caster and melee classes to items and build balance. That would be amazing. I'm not gonna lie, you know. I don't know if this is a good choice to introduce Diablo to like you know basic abilities for melee classes to have at least some cleaving ability or splash damage. It's kind of sus, but it definitely would help. New town, new characters, each with their own stories and services. New town, new characters. So this is pretty much what we already saw there. Okay. Oop. Oh, this is just the Reddit link. Okay. Adding new mercenary types in Act 4, we already saw this. New NPCs, this ability to reduce display between casters. Oh, they have a different mix. Okay, so this is how they're weighing it. Okay, I got it. 3 new quests to finish Act 4. Holy, that's definitely a big yes. Okay, so I got it. This is how they're gonna organize this. They're gonna see. So this is how they will determine what's the most important and what's the least important thing, because they're mixing this constantly, and because they want to see which is the actually most big thing. They want to because the most loved thing is always going to be on top of between all of these, no matter what. So this is actually a pretty good way of determining which is going to be the most picked and loved thing that people want to get. So this is actually a good way to do this. And considering we already know that they're doing it like this does actually seem like players have the ability of freedom. Reduce the disparity between new town, new characters, each with their own stories and services. That would be Act 6. 3 new quests, that would be great. Skill effect combinations where one skill can trigger or enhance another, aka Path of Exile 2. Yes, sir, this would be massive. Now, granted, the Diablo 2 old heads, you know, unks are not gonna be happy with me saying this, but I do want Diablo 2, and I do want a, you know, expansion of what we have. Now, the big problem is obviously the fact that I do not trust Blizzard in the fucking slightest to do this expansion, but I still want to see it. The ability to build or create structures, get the fuck out. This was actually a thing that was supposed to be by default in Diablo 2, guild halls. So they already have technically in the engine things that allow them to do this. Server-wide activities. Now, again, this is the biggest no because this is Diablo 4 slop. Expand cube recipes and crafting options through item progression. Pretty decent. Would be good. Definitely something that interests me. A new playable class added Diablo. Baby, let's go. Again, Vodlock, very overpowered, but at least fun. At least fun. Again, I think it's clear with the success of the Vodlock. And by the way, dude, the fact that the Vodlock in Diablo 2 is so much flavorful, feels so much better, and feels fucking fun. And when you look at the Diablo 4 Vodlock and how fucking pitifully ass it looks and feels like. Oh my god. Like, the Diablo 4 Vodlock looks like a fucking Boy Scout loser. Holy shit, it's bad. It looks so lame. And the Diablo 2 one is like McGiga Chad. It is insane. I would want to see another class. I don't even actually care at this point what class it is. I just want to see what It would be overpowered, fucking yes, obviously. How are they gonna sell the new class if it's not overpowered? But I would like to see it. I would. Cursed items with that corrupted items. Hell yes, boys! Even more rare stuff. Steal everything you can from Path of Exile 2. I'll be thankful. Act 6, more meaningful itemization with clearer trade-offs and less automatic best-in-slot behavior. Okay, this is a noob trap. If you think Diablo 2 has necessary best-in-slot items, except Enigma and Arachnid Mesh, I guess. Arachnid Mesh is really fucking good also. But we never talk about it. And I guess Stone of Jordan is also like a thing if you can substitute. Whatever. Let's best in Diablo 2, best in slot items, yeah, they kind of exist, but there are very few best in slot items. It is not even close to Diablo 4 with best in slot items. Yeah, sure, Enigma, Arachnid Mesh, and Stone of Jordan can be considered best in slot, but everything else has a lot of choices. This is a noob trap. If you think that Diablo 2 has a best in slot problem, that there's too many items that are best in slot for every classes, you do not understand Diablo 2 to a fundamental high enough level. Absolutely not even close to a problem. Charm bag, yes, I have begged for this. New appearance options, new paragons. No, I kind of want this. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want this. Again, I'm a fan of Paragon systems. Paragon systems for the people who want to play are cool, but Blizzard always fucks them up. They always make it this fucking mandatory thing that you must get, and then they made this mandatory thing that everyone gets for free. They have always fucked up a Paragon system. I truly believe that Paragon systems are cool, fun, and should be added in most games. But Blizzard has never come close to making a good Paragon system. A truly good Paragon system in Diablo 2 would be look roughly like this. You have spent $200 on a character, and the Paragon system makes you roughly maybe 2 or 3% stronger than anyone else with 0 Paragon. That is what the Paragon system in Diablo 2 should look like. And in most games, in fact. But Blizzard always fucks it up, so a Paragon system cannot be implemented. It's gonna end up being just Diablo 4 slop. An option to disable chat. Jesus. Wait, how did this person actually choose? Bag? Good. Here they didn't choose anything. Here they didn't choose anything. Okay. Next, skill trees for individual skills, deeper specialized options. That would be extremely cool, but I mean, if the Warlock class costs 25 buckaroonies, boys, then this is costing the whole 200. It would be cool, but I doubt that it's possible. I don't think it's possible. But then again, I actually am a fan of deeper customization to skill tree things, even though Blizzard's incapable of doing this because Diablo 3 had it through the rune system, and then they removed it because they're fucking idiots. Too much work. And obviously, customization of skills through items is very cool. And there are games like Path of Exile that do this extremely well. But then there are games like Diablo 4 that completely fucking ruins it. So, again, overall, good idea. But Blizzard is a lot of these things are good, but it's just Blizzard is too shitty of a company to do it properly. They would mess it up. A new playable class, reduce the disparity between meta progression where achievements or progress on one character benefit others. This is always fun and nice. I'm okay with this. New skills added to every class, okay? Making a previous one-off quest rewards. Okay, we have seen all of this. A new town, expanded cube, skill trees, an improved chat room experience with better UX and localization. Bro, what is this Vogue garbage? No one is dealing. This is just like, oh, what about the player's experiencing harassment? Get the fuck out. Ugh. New monsters added into the game. This is new. Honestly, Diablo 2 doesn't feel like it has a problem with monster variety, but I guess it wouldn't be bad, per se. A solo self-found mode, we already saw that. New Mercenary Act 4. Would it be an angel, by the way? Would it be an angel? Skill effect combinations, I am for this. New quests, finish Act 4, yes. New map-based challenge systems where you select specific encounters for specific rewards. No, this is Diablo 4 slop. Improvements that raise the power of lower performing builds and balance the meta. Yes. Make Barbarian double throw ricochet. Okay, it is what it is. Make Poison Dagger for Necromancers an actual fucking usable ability that scales properly. Because, fun fact, Poison Dagger for Necromancers is the highest damaging skill in the game because its damage can literally go up to something like something like 200k. But the reality is it's 200k over the time period of like 2 minutes. So it's completely worthless. It's completely unusable. So yes, I would like that. I would like that. Make Amazon Magic Arrow fucking shoot more projectiles. There's so many things that actually would work. Okay, make Amazon multi-shot fucking not cost 1 extra mana per level up. It's abysmal. What the fuck are you doing? There's so many options like this that can be done. That are small changes. They don't ruin the balance, but they just make things better. Improvement that raise the power level. Okay, a hotkey that instantly initiates trading. The fuck is this? Support for cross-platform play. No, get the console peasants out of my sight. Group-focused features where players work together towards shared goals. Would probably not be a bad thing. A lot of people have problems with Diablo 2 because they don't want to level the traditional way. They just want to do Tristram runs, into cow runs, into tomb runs, into ball runs, into ball runs, into ball runs. But unless you're a fucking smart person, you just take a level, become level 3 in hell, and then you just AFK sanctuary runs. Each their own. But that is the superior way. Stuff like that. Uh, it would be nice to insinuate people to do it more. Would be cool. I'm actually for this. Would be nice. New environments or zones added to the game. This would be like arenas, but that would actually be. This is just a rework of the level progress and level scaling of certain things. So this should be done, but listen, I don't fucking know how to do this. You literally ask people like probably Mr. fucking Llama, people who have literally 100,000 hours in Diablo to help with this. I can't help you with that, and I can help you with like 99% of things in Diablo 2. Remove in-game trading for items, blah blah blah. No one cares. The ability to reroll cursed items, again, just pad of XL corruption. That's great. I would love it. Load in improvements that prevent a loading into debt. Is this like supposed to be a teleport thing or what? More customization for loot filters and better highlighting for rare drops. Yes. Yes. Array, a thing on the map. Yes, that would be very good. Crafting change where item level no longer includes in recipes. Yes. Yes. 100% yes. New NPCs augment gear by adding a specific affix directly onto an item. Kind of dangerous, but I would actually want to see how that feels. Server-wide activities where all players. Nope. 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 Again, Diablo 4 slop. In any case, this. I like it. Actually, like it. I was, again, initially very fearful of that they're gonna ruin it, but these are also kind of the good questions to ask, I feel like. A lot of this seems just a natural way of improving the game. None of this seems too massive. I like it. I like it. It actually feels strange to make a video that Blizzard has done something right for once in their lives, but here we are, boys. Diablo 2 is actually getting in a good position, it seems like. I like these changes. Some of them seem pretty good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.